day of January 14th, 2022 at 9:51 a.m.
Zachary Figueroa is the president of the Student Council of South Florida Autism Charter School, the first tuition-free educational institution for autistic children in all South Florida, a region that's home to nearly 5 million people.
I love my friends, I love the teachers, I love what we learned, I love the clubs, I love especially the morning announcements, the talent show at the end of the year. There's just so many things at the school that I really, really love.
We have 270 students right now. We're considered the biggest in the entire United States, housing the kids at one time. We have an amazing waiting list, and sometimes I get really sad looking at it. And we get like phone calls all the time.
Parents call from out of state, willing to move to Florida to provide an education to their special needs children. The cost of tuition for a school like this in the private sector is around $45,000 a year. Here, teachers and trained personnel provide education and therapeutic services to children diagnosed with autism spectrum disorders. Students also learn basic life skills like how to pay at a restaurant and how to clean their homes.
We are learning about Dollar Up, so we take a little field trip to, well, a supposed field trip to Arby's, where we look at the menu and we see how much it dollars up or how much money do we have.
Traditional public schools are required to provide a proper education to all special needs children, including those with autism. But the reality is that a good outcome is never guaranteed.
I got phone calls all the time. I couldn't work. My husband and I just would take turns who would leave work early just to come because my son had some behaviors that they weren't equipped to deal with.
On average, it costs families $60,000 a year to support a child with autism, according to research by the nonprofit organization Autism Speaks.
Captain.
Most of those expenses go to special services and lost wages by the parents. And not all students here at South Florida Autism Charter School are as verbal and outgoing as Zachary. Their mission is to help those who need more assistance.
I don't believe that there's a lot of settings out there for our kids who may not understand that if, like, I can have an accident at 20 years old. I can have a bathroom accident at 20 years old. Or I may not be able to say to my teacher, "Miss, can I go to the restroom, please?" So I want those kids that need that more intense, and that's how we wrote our charter. So we were able to give those kids a home.
Founder and principal Tamara Moody worked to expand the program 4 years beyond the traditional end of high school until students reached the age of 22. As she says, her kids were aging out, so Zachary will be able to stay 4 more years and be part of the adult program with his brother Ryan, who's 19 and has a more pronounced form of autism.
I've been here in the school since 2009. Basically, when I was in kindergarten, I only spoke like 5 to 10 words. I know by the end of kindergarten, I was able to sing at the end of the first talent show ever. It's really an honor. And now I'm doing the morning announcements every morning.
Hopefully, these two brothers will be able to go into the community and maybe work or volunteer with a higher level of independence. Mitza Soledad Perez, CGTN, Miami.